Going on, people? Welcome back to another JSTV, back again, and I've got Paul with me. Get into Paul.
All right, chap.
And I'm hoping Reese is going to come on as well, and Ian's just dropping off Tommy, so he'll be back on soon. So guys, do not go away. We've got the competition as well to win £50 e-voucher tonight, so do not miss it. It's members only. If you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p, and it's not late to be doing members competition as well. And if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe as well. And if you like to become a member, just for 99p as well. And I've got one here from Dunil. Thank you again, Dunil, for coming a member yet again. Thank you, mate. And take a point, defender, out our skins at times. Milan fans will be furious, none of their shots got past us. Betty, you know what it is, right? I mean, first half, you're not being followed. They should have been out of sight. And you know what? We got a point. However, Milan, felt they could have won that game. But that's their problem. We'd take a point. We'd take anything. So big up. And should have had Ian. They were there for the taking. The thing is, though, we got to talk about it in a minute because we looked at pass. We just looked absolutely poor. Who would have taken a point for the game? It would be Miles, 110%. And that's brilliant. I hope you're fine. Hi, Andrew Kelly. Long time no here, my guy. Great result, but a team and coaches and club with very little experience in European Cup and Champions League level. Great result. Also, the problem yesterday might not help us at all. I can see exactly where you're coming from, Andrew, because we landed late and it is so frustrating as well. But, Eddie says just another football game, and he was proved right. Big up to Dean from New Zealand. Big up New Zealand! I hope you're great. Big up to Leslie. Yes, join at 99p, become a member, and you can enter a draw £50 e-voucher as well. Big up to Alan Little. I hope he's over the moon and eat. Big up to 12th Man. Big up to you, my guy. I hope you're okay. And big up to Mark Lee. I'm on the line, John. I wish I was, mate, but unfortunately, I couldn't go because I could not get time off at all whatsoever. But the options is there for me to go, but couldn't get time off. But I'll be going to Dortmund. I will go to PSG without a ticket. If I don't get a ticket, I still go for the crack as well. Right, it finishes AC Milan 0, Newcastle United 0, and it's our first game for 20 years in Champions League, and we've got our first point, and you've got to be happy, Paul. I mean, if you look at it, right, before we talk about that, the team line up, Eddie made a couple of changes there. Jacob Murphy came in and pushed Andy Gordon on the left-hand side. Isak played up front. The back four remained the same. Yeah, Tonali came in as running midfield. And I tell you something, Eddie got the changes, got the team right.
Yeah, it was an interesting one, wasn't it? I was very surprised to see Jacob Murphy in the starting 11. When I saw the team, the rest of the team is pretty much what we predicted in the preview show. I thought that it'd be Gordon, maybe in Barnes or Miggy starting, but he felt that Murphy was there for what he needed. So it was fine. But yeah, the first half, or most of the game, really, it's going to be quite a common theme here that we didn't do a lot going forward. We really didn't. We were very kind of structured in our defensive shape. We tried to hold off Milan as much as we could. We kind of let them onto us at times, but we did what most teams do in Europe. We really rode our luck at times because I don't know how at times they didn't score. It was very my heart was in my throat at times. But it's one of those, isn't it, that some people have forgotten already on Twitter. It's mad. Twitter's mad. I love Twitter sometimes. They've forgotten that this team was semi-finalists last season in this. So we're not playing mugs. We're not playing someone who doesn't know what they're doing. I know they got beat 5-1. I think this kind of clouded some people's judgment on the game tonight, but we're playing a very experienced team in a very hostile environment, and a point we would have bitten our hands off for a point. Yeah, all right, the performance could have been better, but I think the lads are a bit nervous. How can you not be when it's your first game in 20 years? There.
Absolutely. Go for some comments on for being Reese as well. If this game was at St James's, we would have won 2-0. Quite possibly. I'd definitely take a point. That's beat Bongion. Hi to you. Happy for draw. We should be at St James's. I was happy to see Murphy start, but didn't make the most of it. I think he didn't really have that one shot way over the bar, and that's sort of he got to Jacob Murphy. I'm not going to lie, but I'm sorry. And great result. I think we found a balance in the midfield for the first time this season. Longstaff, Bruno, and Tonali were fantastic. First half, I thought we were all poor. Dan Burn, I'm not going to lie, looked way out of his depth for the first half. Second half, looked slightly better. I can't lie. And put out a great game. And Isak looked very tired. Big up to Reese, by the way, big United fan, also AC Milan fan. Hi to you, mate. How are you?
I'm not so bad, thanks. Cheers for having me on. How about yourself? How are you all doing?
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fine. Just happy with a point a day, and it's great to see you back on again. Reese, as a Milan fan, I mean, finished 0-0. How did you feel about the result today? I mean, Pat, you should have been out of sight in the first half, my guy.
I'm going to come out and say flat biased. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
But no disrespect to you guys, but for the whole game, we were by far the better team. We should have won that 3-4-5. I know that sounds mad, but the amount of chances, you cannot play a team like Newcastle at home where they didn't threaten for 92 bloody minutes. You didn't have a chance until the 92nd minute. Let's be real. You didn't do anything.
No.
But you soaked up the pressure really well. But the amount of chances we had, it was literally just 11 men versus Nick Pope. That's what it was. Pope was your best player by a mile. What's up, Stapleton? It's nothing against you guys. You've got a good team, but tonight you didn't turn up. I don't know why. I can understand maybe the 20 years thing, but he didn't do enough to say we're back in the Champions League. I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. I mean that just he's came in thinking, this is 20 years, let's see what we can do, but he didn't showcase it. But the amount of chance we had, we should have buried some of them, and we walk away with a point each. You know what? It's better than the weekend. It's better than the weekend, I'll say that, but there's still, both sides have got a lot to do. I think these games are going to be very even between both sides. I wouldn't be surprised if both games actually end in a draw now, to be fair, but
yeah,
I just look at it and I'm thinking I get why you guys are happy with a point, but nah, no for me. It was no that at all. I agree with that. What the hell did Gordon do the whole game except run? He didn't do anything defensively.
He didn't
do much for you guys. Dan Burn was left a lot in that, especially the first half. Second half, I thought you guys started a lot better though. I thought we were slightly sluggish. I think that was just deliberate. But I think the one thing as well though is Pioli's changes, the change at the very start,
yeah,
could have been goals. I think that's a reflection of the attack versus the defence. But still, all in all, it's a good game to watch. Still a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. Betsy said we missed Joe Linton midfield. I could not agree with you more. Massive miss in midfield today. He is. We could have done with him today, man. And I'll tell you what, he could have made a difference today. But we need him back for the PSG, 100%. Why wouldn't we take our second corner at the end?
That was mental.
Absolutely mental.
That's
absolutely
mental. This happened all the time. This happens all the time in football.
Yeah.
You'll get the one, but the second, not really.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes.
Exactly. We got to Coach Austin, by the way. Should have, could have, would have, but you didn't. So look why you didn't. I could have won the lottery, but I didn't. Coach Austin, thank you so much, my guy, for your kind donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed, man. And I really appreciate that as well. But listen, at the end of the day, it's a good point. If it's a good point, I think it's a good point. Yeah. Let's be real, but Milan should have been out of sight. I can't lie. And if Milan would have won, I would not complained. Just buzz in, big up the Jackie, by the way, doing a fine cam tomorrow night with us as well about a verdict. Just buzz in, just as amazing, but a great performance. I can't think of one player who had a bad game. Pope kept us in it, but what a result. First half, we were very, very poor. And we can't lie. Milan should be out of sight. The second half, we were much better. But Rafa Leao, that header was shocking. How did he miss that?
He pissed me off the most the whole night. It was Leao that pissed me off the most because the amount of chances he actually had, the amount of chances he actually physically had. was not good enough. Like, he was more interested in going for back heels than flicks than like he could have had he could have had 2 goals himself if he didn't, like that first opportunity when he ripped Dan Burn on his arse and he mugged Fabian Schär, and I was like, you should have shot that minute you took that touch. I was like, what was the need? Or even pass it Chukwueze's open in the corner, goal. I'm like, why not? And to answer Alan's comment, I do still think we'll get through. I still think we will,
Absolutely. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new, please, guys. I've just got 6,200 plus now. Thank you very much for your kind support. And also, I'll be doing a competition very, very soon for £50 EVOUCHER to expend at Newcastle United. Or if you don't want to, you can ask something else as well. And big up to Ian. Ian, I could just about see you, man. How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, sorry, mate. I've got tied up and I had to drop Tommy off, so I'm you're on my in-car kit as we speak at the moment, so I'll be home in about 15 minutes. I just wanted to jump on and say I haven't forgotten you. Is that okay? Are you still going to be on?
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be on for an hour, mate, so yeah,
brilliant.
That'd be cool.
I'll jump on as soon as I can, mate. I just don't want to get in trouble for
I know. We'll just be hands free, mate. So you get yourself away, come back when you can, yeah?
Will do. Cheers, pal. See you in a bit.
So that was Ian as well. He'll be back in 15 minutes' time. So let's go on to some more comments. 27 people watching live. Thank you very much indeed. And Reese, do you think Milan would get through the group?
Yeah, I still think the quality is there to get through the group. I mean, I'm looking at overall, like, I think the favourite should well be PSG, but this group will be wide open. I don't think that. I know for a fact that's not the best version of you guys, but then again, though, you look at we've still got players out as well. It'll be a very good second reverse fixture. I reckon it will be. I'm just going to double check the scores for the other games, see what's going on.
Yeah, cool.
The one in our group is still. I've got it on in the background. It's 0-0 at the moment.
Barcelona 1-0 up and Porto 1-2-1.
Cool. Well, we'll see what happens in that one. Reece Jorgeling implored in the reserve fixture. If you think this is the best version of Newcastle, first half we were awful. First half, I can't lie. Second half we were slightly better. Watching PSG, that's Leslie. I know I'm a Celtic fan, but I love Minty. But oh man, I just go against them tonight. I'm a Celtic fan, but I want the kid to do well. Fine, Lord. Just with the young lad on loan and starting, and big up to Phil. How do you feel? Similar to Arsenal were last season, can't always play the Hollywood football, so we cannot win, defend like monsters, and earn a very sensible point. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
That's true.
And this is a great point to start off with. Hello to Mr. T. I hope you agree it. Leeds, good win for Leeds. The other day against Millwall. Big up. Leo and Hernandez headers, and we got Tom.
The Leao headers could have been better. To be fair, the one that really could have been so much better would have been the Hernandez one.
Yeah.
I think the one thing is, though, is the angle's great for him coming in because he's got the pace as well. I think it's the bounce. If that ball doesn't bounce off the ground, I think Pope's an even bigger problem. But I think the bounce, it gives Pope that extra couple of seconds to just comfortably position himself. If that ball doesn't bounce, I think it really will test his reflexes, which are impressive anyway. I think the bounce did cover a lot there, but it's crazy.
Crazy, man. You're right. And go for some more comments as well. We're going to talk about the actual game. Glad our frustration didn't bubble over too much. Don't want too many cards. Would be gutting to lose players later in the competition. Absolutely right, because Fabian Schär got booked as well. Thank you, Betty. Spoon goes from super bright kitchen to ultra dark car. I'll tell you what you say when he comes on in a bit. And big up to also podcast. Hi to you, mate. And fantastic, mate. Fantastic point. I would have taken a point before the start of the game. 100%. The sabotage, we got to you. Now that the start of the season's out of the way, and third had a taste of the Champions League. Howe needs to figure out how to ease Hall into left back, figure out the mid, and how to give strikers chances. I thought Isak was tired today on his own, and that I can't lie. I love Isak, but he looked a little bit tired there.
I think he also, me personally, I also think he made a mistake putting Isak on the wing as well. That seemed to have added extra to him. When if you're just going to make the change, if you're bringing Wilson on, I was surprised they took Gordon off. Even though I didn't think Gordon was doing well defensively, I thought he was your most important player in the attack. I thought he did more. Yeah. Like from that left-hand side, I thought he should have stayed on personally. But look, in general, like Isak looked completely exhausted. But towards the 60th minute mark, he looked dead. You should have put him on the left wing. You should have just taken him off.
Yeah, fair enough. And great for us. I was still feeling our way back into bits. But we did go into the game. Absolutely right, mate, and play the business. Sometimes you play shouting with 3 out. The result is everything, which is very true. And PSG has hit the post, by the way.
Yeah, close.
And got one here from Zane. Hi to Zane, if I could find Zane. Hi to Zane. I test, you could say Newcastle resolute. The stats looks quite poor with them. They had so many chances there. Not a great performance, but what a great result. Imagine when we do play well. If you had played last season, I think you probably would have won that game. Looking a better team with Longstaff in it. And again, a lot of people saying that as well. A point and a clean sheet. Yes, indeed. I think the lads were brilliant. Second half, much better. First half, he was all over the place. Gordon ripped his socks off again. And I agree. And let's have a look at this one. Big up to Brad, by the way. You normally calls on me, sure, but I hope you contact on again soon. Hope you're well. Great point. So pleased to down Burn, Trips, and Pope. Absolutely superb. Player looks gassed near the end, but we still nearly stole the win for Sean Longstaff. Absolutely. Maybe it would have made a difference in a game like that. Even in all, I'm happy Geordie taking up that point from the San Siro. That's an AG because AG. Hi to Phil. More than happy with that result. Thought Budo was superb, but Isak looks a bit off the pace at the minute. What he did tonight, and I can't even lie. But I'm backing this guy. Still unbeaten in the Champions League, yes, of course. Let's go on to the game itself. Paul, we started well, right? I mean, after the first 10 minutes, now settling in. And then Milan decided to hit the pedal, yeah? They had so many chances. It was Giroud, Pobega, Leao, Fernandez. They had so many chances. Nick Paul was being outstanding. He set the tone for that save from Pobega. And Milan were wasteful. I mean, if I was a Milan fan, I'll be frustrated, especially with Leao.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me so much of the Brighton game. It's so similar in some ways where we started, I mean, I won't go any higher than okay. We were okay. I mean, we didn't, again, the goalkeeper, they went through 2 goalkeepers and both of them could have had a deck chair for most of the game, to be fair. But first 10 minutes, we were okay. But the thing that really, really annoyed me, and I got really annoyed on Twitter, the thing that got Milan into the game was that god-awful free kick. It was terrible. Yeah. It went right into the box, right to a Milan player. I can't remember exactly who it was, sorry. That caused a counter-attack where they nearly scored. And from that minute forward, we were up against it, like for the most of the half. And some of it obviously calmed down here and there, but it was from that free kick in particular that yet again hit the first man, which is so frustrating. We keep doing it. Corners hit the first man often. Our free kicks lack creativity at times, and it's not just this game. And I was really wound up by that. I don't usually get upset at Newcastle, but that really annoyed me just how that just caused the whole influx of the attacks there. We kind of weathered that, which is brilliant. Obviously, I'm not saying it was all bad. We did very well to weather it and got very lucky with some of the things, especially when the chap was one-on-one and tripped over his own foot, and it almost reminded me of when Joe hit his own head. I know it wasn't exactly the same, but it just reminded me where he just couldn't get his feet right and he wanted to back heel it. He wanted to. Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know what you want. You just got a bit stuck on what I want you to do. So in the end, it just didn't go in. So it's one of those where, that that caused the onslaught in that first half. Obviously, went in the break up 0-0, dead on 45, like literally, like the minute it went 45, the ref was blowing. And then when we came up second half, we were, like I say, slightly better for, again, the first couple of minutes. Milan looked a bit tired. The substitutions really made a difference for Milan in particular. I thought that made them look a lot more energetic, and they caused a lot more trouble after the subs. For definite. So they came in more to the game after that. And again, even though we were kind of a little bit better, again, I think maybe some of the lads were maybe a bit bunnying, rabbit in the headlights, maybe nerves were getting there, because I mean we've always been like under Eddie Howe, we've been really good at passing, and we've been known to keep the ball better. And some of the things we were doing, we haven't done that for a long time. I just think we were just nervous. We were trying to play the ball really fast, or we held onto the ball a bit too long and let Milan kind of get back into that defensive shape. There's bits and pieces there. I mean, look, it's hard not to be overcritical because it's a great result. I don't want to sound like I'm being over negative, but at the end of the day, the performance wasn't brilliant. The result was better than the performance for definite. So there's a lot to think about, but again, like it's one of those things where, if that ball goes a bit lower and a bit to the left from Sean, it's one of those things where we're laughing our heads off because we've got away with a really, really, really cheeky 1-0. It's one of those, or if those other chances go in, we come away with a pretty bruising 2-3-0 from Milan. It was one of those games where it could have been all three, and we got the 0-0.
Yeah. Absolutely right. It could have gone either way, but it was just brilliant. What a brilliant point today. Like, sorry, Reese, but we go for some comments as well. There's plenty of them coming through.
I agree with that. My internet cut there. Apologies. So I switched to my data. Just an update. Barcelona winning 3-0.
That's fine. No problems at all. What the Jordans was safe over there. Sadly, one guy, Eddie, got stabbed in a mugging last night, and I just hope he's okay. And I do hope that I believe he's bearing up now. I believe that he's getting better, and I'm just so glad he's okay, man. But we don't need that kind of problem at all.
I'll tell you what I really like, John, is immediately when Milan fans saw that, I saw a lot of like fan accounts on Twitter and stuff come out and say that's disgusting. Like they hated it. They were like, it's not us. We're not like that. A lot of the video, to be fair to the Milan fans, and the majority of them, all of the videos I've seen from our fans and stuff, and the reports I'm getting back from my mates who are over there, it's all positive.
Yeah.
Shamefully, there's some idiots here and there, but it is mainly positive from their interactions there. There's lots of like love because of Tonali, interactions and stuff. So there's a lot of love there. It's just some people are idiots. So it's just bad luck.
Like the ultras will get tagged with all this. Like they'll blame the Curva Sud. They'll blame the Curva Sud for this. But the thing is, it was like Italian ultras are psychopaths. Everybody knows that. Psychopaths.
Yeah. Wherever you go.
We ain't going to attack anybody unless you actually come at us and threaten us. We're not going to start it, but we'll finish it, if you know what I mean. So I'm like,
you got it.
It's a shame what's happened to this fan, but a lot of people are blaming the Milan Ultras for this. They had nothing to do with it. They had nothing to do with it. And I'm like, whoever it was really is just trying to give a bad name for it. It is horrible. Yeah. I hope the guy makes a full recovery. But it's crazy that people are blaming. Like, people are blaming the Ultras. Like, it's nothing to do with the Ultras. It's nothing to do with it. It's just some wee arsehole that's decided I'm going to bring a knife and stab somebody, which is ridiculous anyway.
Shocking. Never did that.
I only heard of it literally just before kickoff. I only heard of it like a minutes before kickoff. I was like, you're fucking joking.
Like, crazy, man.
Jesus.
Crazy. Let's go some more comments as well. I hope he's good. Eddie's okay, and I believe he's bearing up as well. So shocking, never did that. Over the move with a point, John. It was AC Milan, and we were all defensive. Defense outstanding. We battled. Yes, plenty of errors, especially in the first half. But boy, I'm proud of the lads. Well, so Broken Flask. Well said. Absolutely right. Purely said he had to make change to match our physicality. They certainly did that. Did they compromise on quality? Had some poor shots. I tell you what, they wasted a lot of shots, Betty. They really did. When your back's to the wall, you have to dig in, and boy, did we Duggan as well. Zlatan must be so fuming on the sideline that he ain't up top for Milan. Let me tell you something, right? If he played today, I don't think he would have missed that chance. He would not have did what Leao's done. That would have been in the back of the net. Big up to Jackie as well. But had a solid game alongside Sean and Jacob. Eddie went with his gut. The players that were not on national duty, they trained really well and got picked and got the result. And that is from Jackie. Big up Jackie. Other teams might have been thrashed. Anthony Gordon's atrocious. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's from Tom. I'd say too was a fashion not having bloody VR checks for ethical. Wow, lads, do you think it's time for Lewis Hall left back? For me, right, a lot of people on social media say yes, get this guy in, right? But at the end of the day, right, I mean, he's got to come in very soon, Paul. I'll get Ian on in a minute.
There must be, yes, I know what you're saying, because Burn does frustrate us, but Howard's not an idiot. There must be a reason he's not playing him. And he did say about his lack of fitness. And we all know what Eddie's like. There's fit, and then there's, as Gordon said, there's Newcastle fit. So there must be something that's causing that to not be a starter. I mean, people are going mad that he wasn't starting tonight. Why on earth would you start him for his first time in that environment? No, it's never going to happen. No manager of any intelligence would ever do that to the lad. So if he has that poor game or whatever, or a mistake is caused by him, we know what this industry is like. It's bad for careers. Then idiots like TalkSport get on you, and they go mad, and your Twitter goes bonkers. It's not worth causing that sort of nonsense. So there's a reason and rhyme behind why Howe's not starting him. So. Have to give him time. We've had this with most of our players that he's bedded them in before putting them out there. So there must be a reason. You can't be too hard on him.
Exactly. And let's go on to 1-0. Let it go. Win as well, I believe. Just scored.
Molina got the assist for Barrios Rivas. 1-0 Athletic. It's still 0-0 Celtic Atletico though. Still 0-0. Sorry, Celtic 5-0.
No.
Yeah.
Go on, Celtic. Oh, it's Celts.
Come on, Rangers. Hang on, they're not playing.
They're not playing tonight, are they? Bless. Don't wind them up, man. Let's go on straight to Mr. Sutcliffe. Big up, Ian. Tell us your breakdown on the game. I don't know if you watched the game somewhere. What do you think of the score tonight?
I think we defended really well as a team. We didn't do a lot offensively, obviously. We rolled our luck a little bit at times, and we looked tired, especially towards the end. When Tonali went off, I thought we did lose a bit of control of the ball, and they really put the pressure on then. But Tonali needed to come off. I said to one of the lads that I was with at the start of the game, if we got out of here with a 0-0, I'd probably take that now. And we did. So let's not be whinging about it. I think we were very professional. They weren't clinical, which they should have been. And Nick Pope had an absolute blinder. He misplaced one kick, I think, in the whole game. That's the only mistake I've seen him make, really. So anyone who's doubts Pope should have a look at that performance, really. And, we all know he's not got the greatest feet, but he's got a good pair of hands. If he makes one or two mistakes a season, that's it. And all goalkeepers make the odd one, So I thought we played really well. I thought for the opening game, for the first game in the Champions League for 20 years, with a team of very inexperienced European players, mostly, we did really well. I was dead happy with it. Yeah. Apologies for being late, John.
No, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you're here, which is great, which is fantastic. And don't forget, we're doing the competition in a bit, and also do the adverts in just a few minutes' time. Not many would have taken anything away from the San Siro. We defended well. We had a decent amount of possession, but didn't create a lot. Apart from that Sean Longstaff blockbuster near the end, it'll come through. That's from Paul. Thank you, Paul. And let's just who actually disagree. Leon AG have got to be now different standards as well. Pope's more settled. He had a wonderful game tonight, to be fair. Triple is world class. I'm looking forward to watching that match again.
It's not coincidence, is it, that Pope had a few dodgy games when Botman wasn't playing? You know, like that. Let's be honest, Botman is the rock in the centre of our defence. Settles everyone down. When he's not there, we're all over the place. That's how important he is to us, and I think that has a massive impact when he's not there on all the defence, including the whole back five. So that's possibly, for me, that's probably the reason that maybe there was a few sort of ropey performances from Pope, but he's back now. That was excellent today.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, I think Leslie's answer your question, Mr. T, and you're right. Carlos been nice in the football, so it's just a coincidence that Jordi got stabbed the day before playing Milan. You're saying, and well, it's just awful, and he's making a speedy recovery as well. Ian, he played well for him.
The sad thing is, this happens in every country. Like, in genuine circumstance, it happens in every country. You get stabbings in Glasgow, like on the regular. You get stabbings in Turkey, like if you're a Fenerbahce fan going to a Galatasaray game. Like, you get stabbed at a Boca Juniors game versus River Plate, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it happens. It's horrible.
You get shot there.
You can get a lot worse. You never know. I'm just checking. So I put in the private chat, but like Man City have had like nearly 80% possession. They can't score for toffee. PSG have had 80% possession against Dortmund, and they can't fucking score.
Yeah,
like this is genuinely funny. I'm just keeping up to date with like the stats and all that, but it's just genuinely mental. Like football, bloody hell.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Got loads of comments as well, and then we're going to go to that as well.
Well, I like Coffee. Good to see you.
Good to see him, but he hasn't been on for ages, man. Where's he been?
I haven't seen I Like Coffee in a long time, so it's good to see I Like Coffee. Always a blast.
He is absolutely amazing guy. Amazing guy. Also, a term for hardcore fans on the continent, fans Italy, Turkey, etc. Hi to again. I Like Coffee. Burn did win second half and made some important clearances. Much better second half. First half, not good. Let's go on to it's been atrocious. For us, waste of 40 mil.
I think he's a decent player.
So Anthony Gordon.
I never rated him. I didn't rate him at Everton as much personally. I didn't, but I don't think he's atrocious. But what I will say though is he will offer you in and out of games when it matters. I think tonight really just wasn't his. Like there was chances where he did beat Calabria, like where he got the shoulder off him, but he isn't going to really do enough in that sense. I don't think he's atrocious. I think that's a bit harsh, but that's your opinion. But I think personally, if you're looking for creativity, I think you should have maybe started Barnes left wing. Maybe you should have done, but I don't know. But I don't think he's atrocious.
I disagree with whoever's saying that in the chat. Like, there's no, this season, he's certainly been one of our best players.
100%.
I think he started the season really well for you.
Some of these people, just remember, guys, this is not Sissoko. Do you remember that guy who played for us? He was awful. He was terrible for us. He's someone who I'd happily label as atrocious for us.
I thought you were going to say Gouffran or something. There. I thought you were going to say Gouffran or something.
Gouffran tried, bless him.
Gouffran tried, bless him. But Championship was his level. I can't.
Yes.
A big shout out to Tonali. Must have been too hard for him. 100% commitment. A solid performance under so much pressure. Absolutely.
Love that. Love that. Really respectful.
Fans.
Brilliant. Different class that was. That was brilliant. Really nice to see.
Yeah, they were singing him off when he'd gone off. He was on the sidelines, and he looked like he was genuinely upset, didn't he? I think Tommy was like, "Is he crying?" I went, "I don't know," but he looked emotional.
They were going to form.
Yeah.
Those tears were like they were going to form. Like he held it in really well, but you can tell he wanted to. I thought he played really well.
He was our best player for me. Like, I thought he was excellent.
Outfield player, I agree. Outfield player overall, Pope.
Handball in the PSG game.
Oh
wow.
Oh, I don't know actually.
Well, I'm going to go for the adverts here. We're going to carry on the game as well. One thing I'm going to say, give Botman the keys to the city. His name hardly been mentioned. His keys has not been hardly been mentioned tonight. Hasn't been mentioned at all tonight. But we go for the adverts as well. And please like and subscribe, by the way, guys. Just keep coming them in. That would be brilliant. The competition's coming up very, very soon. And the first one, my partners called Toffs. Jays TV is pleased to welcome their first partner, Toffs, the #1 destination for classic football shirts that recreates famous vintage Newcastle United shirts designs. In addition to the massive range of retro replica shirts, Toffs brings you NFC-inspired bucket hats featuring Bruno, Tonali, Joe, and more. Their products are manufactured at the Gears base, made by the fans for the fans. Check them out. And at toffs.com, our exclusive JS discount code gets you 15% off your order. Simply quote JSTV 1515. And also we have partnered also on the Magpie store. These guys are passionate about supporting Newcastle and providing fans with quality NFC-inspired clothing. Their range includes hoodies and t-shirts featuring Gordon, Tonali, Isak, and more. Keep your eyes open as they continue adding to the product line. The Magpie store is a new store for New Dawn at Newcastle. They can be found at the magpiestore.co.uk. And if you quote our exclusive code JSTV10 for 10% off each order, please contact JSTV via email if you also like to join our partnership team. Thank you very much indeed. If I get rid of that as well.
There's an example of one.
Yes.
FA Cup final shot.
Yes.
That's nice.
Nice, isn't it?
1957.
Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic.
I got that quite a while ago. Good pricing. Good prices.
Exactly. I just want to talk about one of our players as well, right? I think you mentioned Kieran Trippier, Ian. Have you said it, Ian?
Yeah, we get 2 seconds, mate.
No problem. Yeah, we're just going to talk about Kieran Trippier. His experience was so vital tonight.
Yeah, it was class tonight. Trips was on the ball tonight. Sorry, mate. 2 seconds. I was just I literally jumped straight on. So it was class tonight. I think he's been decent all season. His delivery was better tonight. And from free kicks, corners, and defensively, he's been solid as a rock tonight, like he has been all season. To be fair, we've struggled, I know, at the start of the season with a few results, but I don't think has had a bad game for me, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought he's been amazing, immense today. I've got to say that goalkeeping performance reminds me of Tim Krul against Tottenham and also against Palermo back in 2006 as well. I mean, Longstaff didn't dive to a slight bit of contact. He would have been able to get a shot off. No idea what he's thinking of, and that's a pathetic effort to win a penalty. I can't lie. Who doesn't watch a football match and not expect to have their hearts in your mouth? This is why we watch coming away from San Siro with a point. Can't be anything but happy. Totally agree. I tell you what, we got away with
It'll be me this time tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
No other comment though. Like this time tomorrow, I will be like, someone just break Harry Kane.
Yes. Tell us about it. Rafael Leao, what a player. He is a fantastic player, but tonight he is so frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
Great back heel, wasn't it?
It didn't come off, did it?
I tell you,
wow.
Just rage.
That's Mr. Joe Willock as well. Definitely Mr. Joe.
He got caught in about 3 different minds, the poor lad. He just, I don't think he wanted to shoot, and he was like, I'm going to back heel it, and then it just kind of, Like I said, it just really reminded me when Joe...
He just wants to do so much.
Yeah, it reminded me when Joe Linton tried to smack the ball and it hit his head instead. It was just one of those moments where no matter what you do, it was just never going to happen.
He just wants to do so much, but I was like, he just wants to do everything. I was like, you don't have to always do everything. Like less is more in a football game. It's like I said earlier on when he had Shard and Botman on their arses, like literally. He had them both within seconds, and I was like, the minute you just flip to the to the right hand side, you get that touch. It's in the bottom corner. Like he could have scored. It's the Man United 1957 FA Cup final shot from Toffs. It's from Toffs as well. So It's the only place you can get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it last year.
Oh, sorry. Is it offside? Oh no. Man City went 1-0 down. I thought they were losing.
If they do, I swear to God.
Oh.
How does PSG have 80% possession and they still can't score past Dortmund?
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
Good news,
These
isn't it?
You're funny. If Dortmund beat them, I'll laugh. If Dortmund, I swear, if Dortmund beat them, I'll laugh. It's still 3-0 Barca and it's still 3-1 Porto.
Wow.
Man City are going to be 1-0 down here because he's onside.
Wow, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't look good.
Against Red Star, eh?
Wow.
See?
Wow. We're going to win Champions League.
Goal.
No goal.
It's
no
been
goal.
given as offside. Yeah.
Wow.
Sky Sports app saying I've got the website here, just looking through the game.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the comments are no goal. Whoa! All of a sudden, Osman Bukhari breaks clearance slots beyond Ederson. He's been given offside, but this will go to VAR. However, Paul Merson's screaming saying he's onside.
Yeah, he is.
Like the regular update. So
I think he must have got paid by Pep. Do you think we're missing ASM today? I remember in the second half, Gordon tried to run out past. Don't miss him at all.
Happy
Don't
days.
miss him at all.
He's to change their mind. Good for Red Star.
Yeah.
Good for Red Star.
And so it's 0-0 then, yeah?
It's 1-0 to Red Star.
1-0 now. Wow.
1-0. The champions are behind.
They'll come back.
Happy days.
They'll come back. We just need to get this nostalgia not created out of the way. It happened last season, midway through, and they have sorted it out. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, Sean Longstaff, very, very close seeing, scored a winner. I mean, that's the only shot on target of the game. And do you know what? Hadn't that gone in, then it would have been the Stewards if you're a Milan fan. But for us, we'd have been over the moon.
Yeah, we'd have been buzzing, wouldn't we? I actually thought he might have just sneaked in because he got two hands on it, but it was his fingers and it looked a little bit weak. But he just did just enough to tip it over, didn't he? So it was, it's a great strike, though, wasn't it? He proper got hold of that, like, so. Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Where we could have just sneaked it. But to be fair, I think we should all be happy with a 0-0 draw, really. Well, Newcastle.
Yeah.
When you look at the shots on target and just shots in general, you know. Yeah. But like I say again, you know, I think that we more than held our own for in the first half. I thought, you know, obviously they had the period where we made a few mistakes, give them the ball, and we got hit on the counter. And then there was that flurry of, I don't know what it was, like 7 or 8 shots in 2 minutes. Take that out of it, it was for me, it was equal. You know, like the possession was virtually, what was it, like 46, you know, something like that for the first half. And like I say, Tonali was, he wasn't excellent, but he was definitely the strongest point of our midfield while he was on the pitch, you know, and we did miss him when he went off. But that also, for me, proves that Bruno and Tonali can play together, and it'll just be a matter of time until they work it out, you know. So it's all positive for me today.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely, I agree. Let's go some more comments as well. Got 2.1. Celtic are go down. I do want to hear that, by the way, guys.
Right.
Thank you, and thank you for letting us know, by the way.
Right at the end of the half, Stings.
Unbelievable.
They keep saying as well, what's interesting is they keep saying for this game is both teams keep giving away possession quite cheaply. Like they're both both teams are just constantly not being good enough with the ball. But that's 18 goals in 5 games for Feyenoord now.
That's amazing.
Like, they're just ruthless.
Absolutely.
Like, they're just ruthless Feyenoord. They're a good side. I think a lot of people are sleeping on them. Like, generally you shouldn't, because they will hurt you. Even more so, it was a free kick.
Exactly. Not good.
I've just seen something as well, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you there, John. I've seen something else that might actually interest you. This is quite weird. This has just come for the Premier League. So the new TV rights deal means there's going to be more games showing, but it means on a Sunday you'll see games kick off at 6:30 on TV.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable. 6:30 on a Sunday?
God,
on
man.
a Sunday, 6:30, yeah. And that's part of the new TV rights deal. It's 25% more games will be shown that includes this kickoff time on a Sunday.
That's ridiculous.
Just thought I'd make that for
ridiculous.
everybody.
And you know that'll be us in Brighton and
train times.
Unbelievable.
People are going to fume, especially with Sunday travel. That's going to cause so many problems.
Absolutely unbelievable. Joke. They don't care about the fans, don't they? Look at Dortmund and PSG here. I'm not worried, I have to say. So Paul's not scared. The weakest link, Longstaff, Miss Joe Linton and Willock. Willock and Joe would have made a huge difference tonight if they were both fit. Bottom line, no negatives, 2 decades and we draw away Milan. That's what Eddie brings. We play you. Exactly, Jackie. Mint is playing tonight and haven't been exciting to watch. Oh dear, I'm fine with that. Just after dinner. And United, sorry for too soon. We are a United team. We are indeed, Jay. We are indeed. Right, I think it's time for the competition. I think
you drew 2-2 the San Siro last time, didn't you? You drew 2-2.
We did back in 2003.
Cheryl with both goals,
yeah. Milan won the Champions League that season. And at Old Trafford, by the way. So who knows? I mean, it might be a repeat at Wembley.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. This is time, people. First ever competition. It's for £50 EVOUCHER. And if you win it, then hopefully, transfer that over to you and you can spend that money how you wish as well. So to become a member in the future is 50. It's going to be £9.99 just to become 99p. So 99p to become a member. And these are the names that are in it. I'm going to hit the wheel right now. There's about 30 odd names on there. And is Dude?
Of all things.
Of all people. Right, Dude, if you're watching me on Twitter, you're watching the show, right? Could you please, if you're on social media on Facebook, contact us, right? Preferably on Twitter, right? Leave us a DM, follow us, and then I'll sort it out for you. Okay, so Dude is our first winner. And that's how he calls it. I mean, it is quite awkward because we haven't heard from him for a long time. Exactly. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to find a different name because he has been watching us for ages. So we're gonna try again. I think it's unfair as well.
Daniel. No, it's Andrew.
Daniel is Andrew. I'm just gonna double check his surname as well. Sorry about this, guys. But we're gonna come back to him in a bit. Revenue. So what we do, go and cancel there. I think it's let's have a look. Stop the screen. There you go. So yes, if I just found it out because I've got a screenshot photos as well, guys. I do apologize there. And I think it's Andrew Freeman, I think his name is. Yeah, he's one of the members. He has been on my channel. Contact us, Andrew, mate, and then on a DM, and then I should translate voucher to you as well, mate. So keep us posted, Andrew. Andrew Freeman. Yeah, so if he's watching, I'll post it on Twitter, and then I'll give him a couple of days to send us a DM, and we'll go for those. So Andrew Freeman is the winner. So let's go for this side of the season. All gave us delayed kickoffs. So what's another hour or so? That's on Sunday. I can't make Sunday games. It should have been due, but he doesn't come on my show anymore for some reason. So it's Andrew Freeman as well. So we'll move on. So I'll leave Andrew Freeman a DM. Keep us on Twitter. Right, let's move swiftly on. To a quick player ratings as well. And obviously, Ian and Paul would do it. Reese could observe as well. Paul, I'm going to start with Nick Pope. Outstanding first half. Saves after saves. And his distribution's fantastic. Catching the ball is really good. He's got me around the match, man.
He's not my man in the match, but yeah, I think he did well. Yeah, I don't think he had much to like. I don't remember an outstanding save from Pope. He did what he needed to do, of course, but I think AC Milan will look back and be upset with what he didn't do. But it was that, yeah, he did what he needed to do. I think, to be fair to him, 8 out of 10 for Nick Pope, but I don't think he was struggling for many of those, to be fair to him.
Okay, fair enough. What a man in the match. Ian, Kieran Trippier.
Trips, I would give 9 out of 10. I thought Trips was excellent.
Yeah. And
it's his birthday. And Emily says she'd give him 10 out of 10 because she fancies him.
And Mark's going to give him?
Say it again.
Mark's out of 10?
Oh, for Trippier?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Cool, that's fine. Let's go swiftly on to the other side. Dan Burn. I mean, first half, I thought he was really poor. Second half, he was much, much better, to be fair.
Yeah, it's something that every team that plays us, they're always going to attack that side. It's just something that every manager who looks at our team will see that as our weakness. Trippier was my man of the match as well, but Dan Burn, he did fine again. Nothing crazy, nothing awful. He was probably responsible for a few of the things that led to attacks here and there, but he did some things that were okay. So again, it'd be harsh to give him anything other than 7 out of 10. I think that's probably about fair.
Yeah, that's only because you had a better second half for me.
Yeah.
So, and let's go on to centre defence. I'm going to go with Ian Fabian Schär. I mean, he got done by Hernandez in the first half, which Giroud screwed away. He should have done better. That would have been down to Schär because he missed the tackle. But other than that, he wasn't his best performance, but he did okay.
I thought he did well. Yeah, like you say, he got done that time. But I thought I'd give him. I'd say an 8 because they did defend as a team really, really well. Not just the back 5, but yeah. So I would. I would say an 8's a fair score for me.
Cool, that's fair enough. And what about Paul for Sven Botman? His name has hardly been mentioned today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just one of those, isn't it? Where he's when he was out, we just really missed him. We were trying to play a kind of temporary back 4 with, Burn in that back 4, and then target my favourite player in there as well. I got really worried when I saw him on the screen as well at half time. I thought he's not going to come on, is he? Sorry, target, but you're not my favourite player. But
fair enough.
He was absolutely brilliant. Again, he's just that solid, solid player. But again, he didn't do anything crazy. Again, thinking 8 out of 10 is probably fair for Botman.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Give us a markers again for Botman.
I think an 8 is fair.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's go straight to the midfield. Sean Longstaff, I thought you worked hard today. It was a perfect attempt to win a penalty, but he could have won it first in the end. Yeah. And Ian, what do you think of Sean Longstaff today?
I thought he was good today, but I'm giving him an 8. I thought he was really good. He was everywhere. He worked his socks off. He was getting blocks in, tackles in. He was disrupting the play. He is limited, like we all know his game, but that's what he's there to do. And I thought he did well in the shot at the end. He was unlucky. I'd give him an 8.
Fair enough. And what about Bruno G, Paul? I mean, today he made a couple of mistakes today. I also thought as well, I didn't know. And this is going to be the first time I love Bruno, but I didn't know what position he was playing today. But first, he was really quiet in the first half. The second half, he did try, but for me, I didn't think it was one of his better games. Better after the break, one of his best games, sir.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? It was kind of like a more ominous Bruno performance. Yeah, I agree with you, John, that he was kind of his positions. He was kind of all over the place at times in that midfield. Times he was forward, times he was back protecting. It was one of those hard ones for him. He had kind of like bits and pieces here and there. his usual sort of petulance at times can get in his way. So he gets a bit angry at silly things. And he didn't get yellow today, but I think he must have been close to yellow because he was getting a bit frustrated at a few things I saw.
Yeah.
It's another thing with especially with Bruno. We know he's just he's led by how much he loves everything and how much he hates everything. He's a very emotional guy. So again, I wonder whether the whole thing of being there and hearing the music and being involved in the Champions League, maybe have got a little bit more the better of him a little bit. It wasn't awful, no doubt about that, but it'd be hard to give him anything above a 6. Sorry, Bruno. I don't know what else he did.
I've got to agree because he's got to be a 6 for me. If I was giving a rate, I'd give him a 6 because let's be real, right? I mean, it's better second half slightly, but has been the best this season, so he'd be a 6 as well. Let's go on to Tonali. For me, he got cheered by the Milan fans, and the thing is, though, he wasn't really able to make an impact today for Tonali. Worked hard. There's no fine margins. Just maybe the most got better than me.
I thought he was really good today, honestly. I thought, we were under a lot of pressure. We're playing against a good team. It was tight for space in the midfield. We played a very narrow midfield 3. And we had to, and so that did expose down the wings every now and again. But I honestly thought he was really good. I thought he was the best of our 3 central midfielders, so I'm going to give him a 9, But I thought when he went off, we really, really suffered when he wasn't on the pitch, and it showed how much he was doing positionally. And I can't really remember him making too many mistakes. I think there was the odd missed pass, but you're going to get that. I thought he was really good.
You give him a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I mean, it's your ratings, man, but
I thought it was really good today.
I don't forgive me that, but it's your player ratings, by the way. So let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next player we're going to go to as well. I mean, Jacob Murphy. I mean, surprise selection today, but for me, I think that only had one moment of glory, but he fired way over the bar. But I thought, what do you think of him today? I'm not sure about him today. Like, didn't do much.
Yeah, I think Eddie got a bit caught today. I think he kind of wanted to pay back some of the guys that got us there, and also with people having internationals and stuff. Obviously, wanted to rest some people as well who had just come back. So I think he was kind of caught in those two minds of like rewarding Murphy for some of the good things he has done. Again, I'm not saying Murphy was terrible or anything. It's just he didn't cause much. He had that one, like you said, 1 minute that went over the bar. But again, it's hard to find much else that he did going forward, which is what his main job is. Did fine with tracking back. That's one of the things that we do like about him. I just think he misses having, he just needs. We've really missed Joe Willock as well. I'm noticing how much we're missing him in that midfield with that burst of pace that he was bringing. So I can't wait to have Willock back because, again, those two are kind of, those two linked up very well. So it's one of those where, Murphy didn't have much of an impact. So, again, harsh, but I can't give him more than a 6 again, because I can't think of much he did.
For me, I'll give him a 5. I would give him a 5. I would give him a 5 if it's me, but again, it is your player ratings as well. And people's giving Tonali 8, and that's from Alan. Fox is in the house, people. Let's have a look at Tonali 6, Bruno 6, Longstaff 7, Mafino 7. But Murphy was very poor at the occasion, got to the better than I thought it did slightly. I can't lie. The dynamics of the game changed when Tonali went off. Bruno dropped back and Anderson seemed to play and Muda fans rolled out of there too. Murphy, possible save, and 5 for the Smurf. That's okay, cool. Let's go on to Anthony Gordon. Ian, what do you think of the rating so far, Reece? Do you think they were justified or?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of them I'd personally change, but that's just because of the actual occasion itself. But nah, totally fair and understandable. I can see why, but there's a few I would change personally. Cool. There's a few.
Okay, we'll come on to you in a minute anyway. Ian, let's fly through Anthony Gordon, I mean, today, grafted with no end product, but he looked shattered when he came off, by the way.
Yeah, I think he was probably our most potent attacking option. So, I'd agree Murphy flattered to deceive, if you want to put it that way. So I would go. I'm struggling between. I can't go any higher than an 8, but I can't just. I would say probably a late 7, early 8. So we'll just go 8 because we got a draw away at AC Milan, didn't we? So let's go. I'm in a positive mood, John. We're going 8, and that'll annoy JJ as well, which is always good, Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not being funny, but if I was doing the play ratings tonight, then I'll tell you what, some of the ratings would have been quite a few. But it's not my ratings, it's yours, guys. Isak for me, from me, I think he didn't have him for him tonight, I'm afraid. I mean, he gives giving the ball away. For a big guy, he just cannot hold the ball up. I can't lie. But he has no take-ons today, no assists, no run at defenders, nothing at all, Paul. He was poor tonight. I can't lie.
This is easy. Sorry, Isaac. I love you. You're an amazing guy. You've done very good things for Newcastle. Today just wasn't your day, buddy. I think you look knackered as well. 3 out of 10. Sorry, mate. Worst player on the pitch.
Fair enough. And let's go on to 2 out of 10 for Isak. Yeah, probably.
Even though he looked dead in the second half when you put the left wing, but his pace was all he had tonight. He offered nothing for you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
If I was a Milan goalkeeper, I could sit at Mars and eat a couple of chocolate bars and eat some popcorn. I'm not getting attempted by Isak all night.
Yeah.
I like Isak, but I'm saying
like he had the pace tonight that he usually has, that burst of pace. He looked tired tonight for me.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go 5 just because I'm in a good mood. But yeah, I can understand the 3.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's go into the subs quickly. We got one from Miggy, came on and offered that tackle in the end when Fernandez went about to pull the trigger. Had he not got that could have gone anywhere.
Yeah,
that would have been. That was generally his moment. That was really. It was impressive, that tackle as well. I didn't really expect it.
It's what Miggy brings, isn't it? What he lacks sometimes in products, he does that.
Yeah, but that's a fullback coming. This time, the ball's on the ground, coming at full speed. You whack that, you don't know what's happening. So no, I agree. That was a very important tackle there. That saved it as well. Massive,
huge, absolutely massive. PSG has just scored, by the way, 1-0. Thanks on that coffee. Let's go to the comment.
It's updated on my side as well. Every other game apart from our game tonight has at least resulted in a goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man City have actually equalised as well. Sorry, I don't know if you guys knew that. Man City equalised as well.
Lovely.
Alvarez.
Good fit. Isak didn't help Burn at all when he went on the left, and that's a problem. Biggie, 10 out of 10 for that saving tackle. Well, he was given 10 out of 10. You do that, but I thought you did well when he came on. Who else came on? Callum Wilson, Elliot Anderson. What should we say? Ian Standard 5 or one of them?
Yeah, just 5s. I think they didn't really get into the game. There was effort there. You could see they were trying, but you can't really. They weren't on long enough really to make an impact. And when they came on, we were under the cosh, weren't we? So we were hanging on, if I'm being honest. So yeah, just 5s, I think.
Cool. That's fair enough. Do you agree with that? All 5s and subs, apart from Miggy?
I think Anderson, I think Anderson's situation as well is he's coming directly into midfield, and at that time the likes of Reinders and Krunic, who was still comfortable throughout the whole game, they were just playing the ball around him. He couldn't get a second. The minute Musa came on as well, he didn't know how to cope with him either. He was getting mugged left, right, and centre. I think a 5 is fair, but I think the difference is though I think if he came on maybe 5-10 minutes later than what he did, he would have been a little bit more relaxed. I think he came on at the wrong time.
Yeah. That's fair enough. And Musa did well when he came on as well.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the most important thing, the fans. I'll start with Paul. Fans.
I tell you, again, the Milan fans I thought were outstanding. Again, the display was brilliant. They really did a nice little display for the team. I thought it was really respectful. For Tonali, the round of applause there. They were class. You know, they really were. And this whole thing with the Newcastle fan, like I said, don't blame the majority of Milan fans because it's not them. It isn't. It's an idiot who can't understand that football is a game that can be loved and doesn't understand that you can be an opposition fan and you don't have to be weird and stab people. It's bizarre. It's not the Milan. You know, most Milan fans, as I said, seen lots of videos, seen lots of things. I've seen lots of film friends. They're all talking very highly as the fans. So outstanding from them. They made a lot of the Newcastle fans feel very welcome there. So outstanding from them. And the Newcastle fans, what I could hear of them on the TV, because the mic was a bit weird, I could just hear them singing and singing. So fair play to them. And I loved all of the flags and all of the bridges with, you never see a Macam in Milan and all that. It was top class. And the bowling, that was great. You see that, the human bowling. It's just,
it's class.
It's class.
Our fans are just absolutely nuts. So they've endeared themselves to quite a lot of people. I've seen quite a lot of other teams and fans be like, that's a cool fan base. That.
Yeah, and hopefully that goes forward so that we don't get repeats of, Evans and that. Hopefully there's a bit of goodwill towards the Toon fans because we are definitely a fan base that goes to have fun, not goes to cause trouble.
Absolutely, yeah,
100%.
10 out of 10 for both sets of fans, I'll give it. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And last one, but anyhow, tactics right today.
Well, you can't say. At the end of the day, if there's any of the three of us, if we'd have got offered a 1 point a draw away to AC Milan, we'd have took it and would have been buzzing with it. So, what else could he have done? Is there anything else that anyone can think of he could have done? Because I can't think of anything else we could have done. He set us up to be hard to beat. We had them only really working on the counter attack. I know they excellent on the counter, but for a large majority of the first half and early second half, all they could get was counter attacks, which were very useful and squandered pretty much. That led to corners that went to nothing. So 8 out of 10. I can't think of anything much more that he could have done.
Brilliant. And what about your player ratings, Reece, for Milan, man of the match?
That's a good one.
Leao for his back heel.
Leao.
I'm not sure. I don't know who. See, generally overall, I thought we played really well.
Yeah.
Like, I could give it to plenty of people. I could easily give it to Tomori. I thought Tomori was fantastic at the back.
Fantastic tonight.
It was good.
Yeah, the fact that he got suspended a couple of weeks ago. So he got suspended a couple of weeks ago. He barely played for England during the internationals. I don't even think he'd done it. I don't think he got any minutes for England. So the fact he's not played since that game when he got a straight red. He didn't play the derby. He comes back in this game and he was fantastic with Malik Chaw at centre back. I think Florenzi in the second half was fantastic at right back. The chances he had, like creative wise, were fantastic. Leao,
starting centre back internationally is an absolute.
I wish I knew. I don't know why he doesn't start for you guys. I think personally he should be starting for England. I don't know why he doesn't, but
there's one word: Southgate.
Yeah, he can decide that one. I think despite the stupidity with the back heels and the flicks, I thought Rafael Leao was fantastic at left back. He was really, to be fair, even though Trippier going forward done really well, there was times for that whole game where he could not keep up with him. Like obviously that's because Leao's rapid, but he generally just he kept getting on the back shoulder of him, and he just position wise it was really good. Me on the other hand, I'm gonna give my man of the match, I think, just from the whole game, and I rarely give it to this guy because I generally wanted him sold in the summer. I'm gonna give it to Rade Krunic. I thought Krunic for that whole game was fucking outstanding. His passing was outstanding as well. Like chances wise, great. He easily could have been Florenzi, but from the second half onwards. But nah, I'm giving it to Krunic. I rarely give it to him anyway. I thought he was fantastic in both positions. I thought Loftus-Cheek actually done really well until he came off as well.
Yeah, he did.
He was causing a lot of problems
Was,
I know
yeah.
you guys.
He was.
I know you guys were saying your midfield was brilliant, but the fact is, like, Loftus-Cheek was taking on Tonali, Longstaff, and Bruno on his own, and there was a moment in the second half where he literally done all three of them in one turn. I was like, where's the other guy? The Chelsea
Unbelievable.
thinking he's not good enough. And I'm like,
Exactly.
just remember, Chelsea fans, Maurizio Sarri was right about Loftus-Cheek. Just remember that, Chelsea fans.
Chelsea have got a lot wrong.
He's a good player. He's a good player. And I feel sorry for any Antwerp fans because they're getting battered 4-0.
Exactly. Tomorrow's meant how the Ashton F does Maguire plays in front of Tomorrow's levels. But God, Southern can't see that.
He made he did make a few fouls. I agree to that. Like, I think they were quite cheap fouls as well, like ones that are going to get ignored by the referee, like typically. But apart from that, I thought he was really good. But like for me, like the outstanding player was Krunic.
Yeah, Krunic. Are you a fan of Krunic? Are you a fan of him or not really?
I thought last year he didn't, even though he played all over the place. Like he played as a 6, he played as an 8, and he played as a 10. I've never always been keen on him. I think this team will be better when Benacer returns to the midfield. He's so much better. But I can't fault a player if he actually puts the work rate in, he actually tries. I thought, like, you could see it tonight. Every opportunity he had when he had the ball, he was looking for an opportunity where he could at least go for a goal, or he was trying to play that killer pass. I can't fault that in a player. So, cool. I respect his work rate. I'm no, if I would have traded him for Ravella. I prefer Nicolo Ravella personally, but
cool.
All in all, he put the work in. You can't fault that.
Exactly. Go a few more comments as well before we wrap up the show. Loftus-Cheek also made like 8,000 demon get booked. I don't have my soundbar. Just on the drop ins here. Great show, lads. Thank you, Carl. We gave a good showing tonight in Milan. Plus, check out my reaction if you have time after John's show. Yes, I'm sure people will watch that. Carl, do check out Carl's channel as well. 100% Mags. Good guy as well. And
2-0 PSG as well.
2-0 game, set, and match. That means you've got to beat Milan at St. James's. It's really pleasing not to have any negative comments about Howard and his tactics. Absolutely right. We don't have negatives on our channel.
Yeah,
and keep looking at us beaten. Not surprised. That's it, guys. We're going to wrap up the show. And, thanks for coming on the Match Reaction show. And, I was going to know what plans you got this week, but I'm just going to go around the table. So, Paul, happy with a point, yes or no?
100%. How could you not be? I mean, after watching that game, 1,000,000%. I would have taken that before the game. When I watched the game, I would have bitten your hand off because my heart was going to burst. And like I said, we nearly got very, very cheeky and nearly got the 1-0. So that would have been unbelievable. But yeah, 0-0 away from home in a very, very tough ground. Brilliant. Maybe not the best performance, but who the hell cares?
Totally agree there. And what about you, Reese? 0-0. Happy with a draw tonight? Or I can tell why you're facing that.
I'll be honest, like I said at the very start, no, I'm not happy. I finished a draw. The amount of chances, opportunities we had, we should have won that game comfortably. But we didn't. We move on, as you do. So the fact is, like, it's a better performance after what happened at the weekend, which is exactly what needed to happen. But we take it. We move on.
We move and we do. And Mr. Sutcliffe, are you happy with the draw tonight?
Happy as a pig in poo.
Good for you, man. And good for you. And you got one here called Cheek, so I'd love to get sent off. Bye to Ida Coffee. Welcome back again. It's great to see you again. Is John going to Paris and Dortmund? Yes, I am. If I haven't got a ticket, I should still be going for the crack as well. Thank you.
Dortmund will be the better one. That'll be the better ground to go with.
Thank you.
The atmosphere.
I think tickets will be sold out when it gets to 60 points. I only got 10, so I'm still going to go anyway. Whether I got to go or not, I still go.
I plan on going to the games in the for the Euros, So like Stigno Duna Park, I will definitely in the Leipzig Arena. I'll be at both.
Cool. You haven't got a ticket then.
That's the aim. That's the aim.
Fair enough.
I just feel like the Euro games next summer. Like, I really want to go away. So like,
good for you. Man. Good for you. Brilliant stuff. And so I'll be back again soon. I mean, I've got a preview show against Sheffield United. I'm going to do that on either Thursday or Friday, most likely on Thursday, usual time at 9 o'clock. I'm going to do some fan cam tomorrow, hopefully with Jackie on the recorded as well. And I'm going to do my fan cam as well for tomorrow as well for 10 minutes about the game. And Ian, where can I find you, man?
Find me on Facebook. Find me knocking around on YouTube every now and again. That's about it. I'm not on Twitter because it's full of knobs. That's it, really.
Cool.
You're not wrong.
Thank you very much for having me on. Sorry I was late, John.
No, that's fine.
I am going to shoot off because I literally am starving.
You do that, my guy. Listen, thanks for coming on. I'll try and get a game of the week sometime, mate. Yeah, if you're not busy.
Nice one. Yeah, give us a shout, John. Yeah. Take it easy.
Take care, you too. Thanks for coming in. Take care. And Paul, before we let you go, where can we find you, man?
On the most hateful of social media platforms, X or Twitter. But it's lovely. It's lovely. It's just full of very angry, sometimes Newcastle fans, sometimes lovely Newcastle fans. So it's at Blank Canvas PC. But everyone who's added me has been very, very kind and very, very lovely. So I appreciate your very nice comments, and I had a lot of nice comments about when you had a bit of technical issues. So there you go. It was lovely. So lovely people. Please keep it up and stop asking for Eddie Howe to be sacked, you weird people.
Absolutely. Tell them to get in the bin. And which proof can I find you, man? Can you tell us where you can find you on your socials, man? You got quite a thing for you.
You can find me all over the place, but hell would be the best place. Right there, the Weekly Steel Chair on YouTube, and also for Twitch as well. And you can also find me on Twitter at Devils_Rising with a 1, because I'm the only one. Thanks for having me tonight, Joyce.
Fantastic stuff. And guys, if you like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. And I shall be back again on the Thursday for the preview against Sheffield United. Usual time at 9:00. Any changes, I'll let you know in social media. And thanks so much for watching us. 42 people watched the show live tonight. Thank you very much indeed. And until then, thanks for watching. I'll have you two backstage. And as always, I'll win the lads.